what we need, and I can encourage you to distribute and disseminate the message to you and those you know, and anyone that you think, anybody that thinks what we are doing is important. Now, right now I don't see any practical answer to this other than facilities being available in Santa Fe. This is where I live. It's where I make a living. But if you know of a building, and then to me the needs are modest. We need electricity and we need water. A sink, I suppose, would be important. We just need a place. Physically, we're starting to get just a little bit of equipment. I have scores and scores, if not hundreds, of culture trials that need to be done. There is no room. There is no way of properly setting this up and accounting for it. It's all piecemeal right now, whatever I can squeeze in, and we're not going to make it. We know what needs to be done. We're not going to make it under the current circumstances. So think about it. Think about this list and understand that this list is not just a trivial list of things that are easy to accomplish. We're talking about a place. If you look through it, we need a place to operate. We need people. There have been people trying to offer help to us. We can't even begin to keep up with the email. This is part of why I'm making these webinars available, is to at least give you some interaction and the ability to give me feedback or ask questions. But we can't even keep up with the email. We need people. We need equipment. And I'm talking about serious equipment, and we'll do the best we can. We've done some pretty amazing things in terms of getting some what are called spectrometers. We have found things that cost thousands of dollars, and we've acquired them for a few $100s. But we need a place to put them, at least. We have one of the things that we have accomplished, and it's part of what's happening tonight, is we have been able to expand the webinar capacity. And it's really good. I'm glad that we have done this. And by the way, we have had some donations that are helping us. And what it has specifically helped us with right now is to increase the size of this platform so we can start reaching more people. This is our vehicle and means of communicating. This is the best way that I can reach you right now. It's the net. We can't meet physically in some place. We actually have this in place now, and that's a great accomplishment. I think we have enough for the foreseeable future, and we also have the means to start preparing newsletters and such to at least a few thousand people. So these are some things that we have accomplished, but we are woefully short in terms of physical facilities, staff, and payment of that staff. Certainly what I want to do is I want people that want to work and that they can be paid. If they will do it volunteer, fine, but we have to be realistic in this world. We need quite a bit of specific equipment, at least lab equipment, because I can't count right now on the work being done by anyone. So I want the equipment, and I want those knowledgeable in the equipment to run it. We have a tremendous amount of biological work that needs to be done. The whole business of media and public relations, which will bring up the last topic that I want to talk about tonight, and that is at least the planning in place to create a conference on an international level. And I know there are others that have been involved in those types of operations, and the more power to them. Fine. The more people that spread the word, fine. It's just that the Institute would like to develop and sponsor a conference forum, internet-based, similar to what you're seeing now, but at a larger scale and at an international level, where we can give the opportunity for those with knowledge and expertise on these issues that we are meeting here about tonight, to give them an opportunity to present their work, and as well as that of the Institute. And the intent, at least, is to make it open and accessible. There will be standards in terms of professionalism in the conference, but we are in the early planning stages of this, and I will say I have full intention of making this a reality. and I do hope it's by the latter part of this year. And we are going to need a lot of help for this. The very first thing we need is to get a website up. So if you could imagine all the questions that you have been having for the last dozen years, all these questions that you have, and you can't get answers to them, then what are we going to do unless we take hold of the issues ourselves and get the answers and do the work? I think that the record is pretty clear at this point that those that we entrusted to provide the answers to us and to assist us in our welfare and health, I think the record is pretty clear that that system has failed, in my opinion. And so I think it behooves us and is necessary for us to do what is right, to do what we know needs to be done, and to take control of the situation to the degree that is within our means to do so. And the Institute is one small, poke in the woods to get that process going. But how I feel that I could be most helpful and beneficial right now is don't count on me for getting the work done that needs to be done. It's too much. I don't even have a proper place to do. I'm talking about a facility is needed. But what I can do is make my suggestions, and they're not exclusive to anyone else, but I can make my suggestions as to what I think might be a good course of action to take, both on the research side as well as in other directions. There's a lot of other directions besides just research. It's just that that's what I happen to devote my time to at this stage. But that I could suggest a course of action on many levels that could be taken to make progress on these issues if sufficient resources become available to do so. So that's my message, and I will probably say it again more and more as we go along, because I am here to serve as a motivator to tell you what I think we can do and what needs to be done. And I don't care who and how you support it getting done, but I will, along with the others I'm working with, make a mark the best we can to get the actual specific things done that we know need to be done. Okay, that's my appeal, and I didn't ask for a single monetary amount, right? I'm just telling you, look it over and start talking to people you know and decide whether or not and what you think is the way that progress is going to be made on these issues, and decide where you want to put your energy. And also, along the way, please have forgiveness and tolerance and understanding for the lack of response to those that are offering assistance. There are individuals that are offering some assistance, primarily on the side of human effort, human resources. I understand that we just do not have the staff and the time to be responding to these properly yet, but I do hope to. I'm trying to make moves to do that, but we will need people. And the right way to do that is to pay those people so you can set the standards of the work and get the work done. And that's where I would like things to go down the road. Okay? Now, I'm going to finish this on my side. I at least finished my side right on time, so that was good. The only part that I cut it short with was your time to ask a few questions. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so. We'll take a couple minutes, and I'll try to take any questions that you have. I will not get involved in tangential discussions or anything that's off topic of what the Institute is about or the research is about.